Hello and welcome to CHTV News. I'm Abby Harris.
And I'm Joshua Harding, and today is Friday, April 29th, 2022. On this day in history in 1968, the musical Hair hit Broadway. The musical was a portrait of the 1960s hippie counterculture and was highly controversial at the time. Some of the musical's songs became anthems of the peace movement during the Vietnam War. As students begin to approach the end of the year, courses begin to grow more difficult and more intense.
Now is definitely the time to study. If you find yourself struggling in on a class or not understanding the material, make sure to sit down in some after-school tutoring to get your grades up.
The end of the year also marks the end for our seniors. Make sure to pay off all of your fees and to stay on top of your grades.
You all have a lot to look forward to. Graduation will be held on May 19th. We wish you all the best of luck as you enter into adulthood and leave your high school days behind.
With the temperature beginning to rise as summer approaches, weather may seem a little unclear at times. Here is Jamarian Belcher for more on the weather.
Good morning, Carol. The weather during March and April have been quite rainy compared to that of the previous months. Temperatures were also lower than usual as cold fronts made their way into Alabama. These cold fronts led to many storms. April proved to be a very active month with 16 confirmed tornadoes on April 5th alone. Let's take a look at the weather for today and this weekend. Today's high will be around 84 degrees with a low of 60 degrees. It's quite cloudy today, and there is going to be a 9% chance of rain. The weekend will share similar temperatures. Saturday will have a high of 80 degrees and a low of 62 degrees with a 60% chance of rain, whereas Sunday will have a high of 83 degrees and a low of 64 degrees. Sunday will also have a 50% chance of rain. That's all for the weather. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Mr. Belcher. Make sure you bring your umbrellas for future rainy days.
Carroll High sports are beginning to become more active as tryouts for next year come and pass.
Our teams are also kept quite busy with both competing and practices. For more information on how we are doing, let's hear more about the sports.
March marked a historic event for the CHS boys basketball team as they earned their first ever trip to the AHSAA Final Four. The excitement was high as our cheerleaders, students, and fans took to the roads to cheer on our Eagles. Though the scoreboard did not declare the CHS Eagles 2022 state champion, we know that each and every one of our proud players showed the true spirit of a champion. Basketball is not the only spring sport going on for our Carroll Eagles. Other sports such as track are finishing up their season. Our track team will be making their way to the sectionals this weekend and, if qualified, will be making their way to state. For more information, here is Riley Jordan.
All right, Coach, so I understand the team has sectionals and state coming up. So tell us a little bit about that, and are you looking forward to that?
I'm really looking forward to sectionals and state. Sectionals will be held not this weekend, but the next weekend at University of South Alabama. We are Section 1 and 5A, Region Section 1, and I think we have a pretty good chance of coming out of there with a lot of people being able to compete at the state championship, which will be the following weekend in Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Awesome. So y'all, if you're able to, come out and support the team. We'd love to have y'all, and back at you in the production.
We also have other sports, such as soccer, making their way to the playoffs. For more information, here is Marlon Stabler.
Hello CHS, I'm Marlon Stabler with CHTV News, and I'm here with Coach Ivy. Right now, we're interviewing him for upcoming playoffs. So, as we know, y'all are entering the playoffs. What are y'all expecting?
We're expecting great results. We hope we can come out on top, and we fell short a little bit last year, and hope we can excel on it this year.
And how has your team been preparing for this game?
I've been practicing extra hard in the evenings and just running over game scenarios. I think we look pretty good right now.
And as y'all know, y'all had an incident at the beginning of the season that kind of put y'all on the spot, making people think y'all weren't ready for a winning season. What do you think about that?
We take the bad, and I think we build off of it and came back as a closer and tighter knit team, and I think we just take the negative and turn it into a positive. I think we'll be okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, man.
That's all for sports this spring. Back to the studio.
Unfortunately, our crew had quite the scare this past March. Our own weatherman Jamarian Belcher stormed out of the class and quit the program. For more information, here is the footage we captured at the event.
Alright guys, so for the scene, we're going to be acting out a scene where everyone's going to be saying no in some form of way. You can say, I don't know, or something like that, but everyone's going to be doing it, alright? Alright? You ready? Yeah. Quiet on set. 5, 4, 3.
You know who I am. I'm Mr. Butcher. If I can't be the star in the movie, I don't want to be in the movie at all. I quit. I'm done.
Why are you quitting?
No, Mark, forget it.
Why
Forget
you
it, Mark. I'm done.
You can't do that. You're the weatherman.
No, I'm done. Mr. Butcher out.
Don't forget your hall pass.
Oh, right.
Go ahead, just keep it, Abby. I don't want it. I don't want it. I
You'll
don't
get
want
in
it.
trouble.
Enjoy your retirement.
No, I'm done.
Okay. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Jeez, what's wrong with that guy? This is the 5th time this week. Every day. He quits and he comes back.
Yes, that was quite the moment. Luckily, though, Jamartin came to his senses and requested a return to the crew, where he was welcomed back with open arms.
Now, the CTV crew has prepared something very special for you all.
We are certainly excited. Last, but certainly not least, we would like to introduce to you our latest project.
5, 4, 3, 2, beep!
Hello and welcome to CHTV News.
The footage is missing?
Wait, footage?
The footage?
Oh my god! No!
You cannot ignore it forever. Hey, I'm gonna need a little bit of assistance. It requires someone who's very good at detectiving. Alright, you got it, boss. How are we gonna get there? Oh, I'll get you there. Alright, I knows what I did. And I did it for justice. Over stolen footage? Escape. You want escape? Well, I want something you cannot have.
What do we do now?
I think we'll just have to edit what we have. Well, that seems to be all for this spring. As always, if you would like to have your announcements mentioned on CTV, email your submissions to ctvcarol@ozarkcityschools.net. My name is Joshua Harding.
And I'm Abby Harris. We'll see you all in May. Keep soaring, Carol.